everybody. Welcome to the Boomer Broadcast. I'm Janet.
I'm Anne Marie, and in honor of the broadcast, I am sharing with our audience. I'm not touching myself. I'm sharing with our audience this T-shirt.
If they can see it, there
I
you
hope
go.
they can see it.
Yeah.
We just had one of the best, and shared with many thousands of other people.
Most of them boomers.
Most of them boomers, and a lot of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
We went with some friends to see the James Taylor Carole King concert, and wow.
We felt the earth move. Honest to God, we did. I mean it. I mean,
we did.
I get
we
a little
really
teary-eyed over these boomer remembrance type concerts. Like we went to Simon and Garfunkel. I could barely hold myself together. I don't know why
I buy a T-shirt at every concert.
Oh yeah, or if one is a joke, you buy at least 2 or 3.
But I knew every song. Every song brought back memories.
I was teary-eyed. I was.
But they were so extraordinarily real.
Yeah.
They were just very real. I mean,
and
they like each other, and you could really tell
they
that
love
did.
each other.
Yeah,
they
really,
love
really,
each
really
other.
love
and
each other.
He is great.
Unlike,
well, needless to say. But I love, but he's out there a lot. That's about I think that's the 3rd concert I've seen that he's been in. But I've never seen her before. She doesn't come out much. She's really a songwriter by her trade. So as a performer, you didn't know what to expect. Would she be this shy sort of?
She is
and
shy.
Initially,
you can tell she's shy.
When she did Smackwater Jack, and she did I Feel the Earth Move, and she stood up on those 5-inch heels, that little 5'2", 68-year-old broad. She was moving like a 25-year-old.
She was.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was fantastic.
If you get a chance, don't miss it.
If they come to your town, you must see it. Save your shekels. It is not cheap.
No, it's not cheap.
But it's well worth the $100-some-odd that it would cost you to buy a ticket.
Raised the whole question of famous duos.
Yeah, made us think. Or not so famous duos. But we did think,
share with our audience how we were planning to be famous and didn't happen.
Although we're going to post, and you'll see it. You know how Oprah's looking for the next star, and I don't have to tell you that. She just shouldn't look much further than the broads, do I? So we immediately put together an audition tape. Beth and Maggie, we all teamed up, and we
great producers.
We put together
and it was
what
a great
really was a damn good tape to be Oprah's next star. She's putting a call for her Oprah network. So we felt we were a shoo-in, honestly. And then Beth, unfortunately, submitted it, and we got an immediate rejection. We thought it was due to our talent.
Not based on talent,
but based on the fact that we're 2 people, and they're only going to look for one. And I don't have to tell you that the one in the lead has cerebral palsy. Is there any hope for us? Really? No. But
and has a couple of million votes already.
2 million some odd votes. So we're still going to post our Oprah audition tape. And if you know anybody who knows Oprah, spread it around. Don't make us beg. Come on, don't make us proud. But anyway, today we were going to look at some of the top 2s. We thought, with James Taylor and Carole King being such a fantastic duo. From the boomer days, we have... I think that was really the era of the 2s. It started back in the days of the...
always 2s, though.
Well, let's do
some,
a couple
however,
of the... Well...
are better off as one.
Anybody that has a one-name thing does not count. The Spideys, the Brangelinas, the Benefers.
Yuck.
No.
They're always famous duos, though. I mean, there you go. That goes all the way back.
Rogers and Astaire, that's a duo.
Yeah.
Ginger Rogers, Fred Astaire duo. Moving
Fred
right along. Hello, Sonny and Cher. Come on, fantastic. And I always think, these are male-female duos, but when you think you always think of Lucy when you think about duos because she had quite a few. But I thought the better of the 2 duos was not Lucy and Ricky, but was in fact Lucy and Ethel, the buddies, the friends, the shenanigans that these 2 got into.
That's what we were. That's what we model ourselves on them.
Which one are you? It's taking her a moment. I know what you want to say.
I'm definitely Ethel.
I think you are, but you want to say Lucy, don't you? You're not Lucy. But this one is for you,
That's
Anne-Marie.
my favorite. Thank you, and thank you.
I mean, they are a phenomenal couple. In fact, the Boomer Broads fans put their votes in, and we had 1 vote for Rocky and Bullwinkle, followed by Michelle and Barack Obama.
May I also
Which says it all, doesn't it?
This is a very effective duo. It's also about how effective you are as a duo, and I think that they couldn't be as successful on their own as they are together.
I couldn't agree. Although I think these two could be as successful on their own as they were together.
Right.
Some duos are linked not by love, but by blue dresses.
Some
was it
others.
A blue dress? I think it was a blue dress.
Oh yeah.
God,
so in some others, I know you still have some more
yes,
to go.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Simon and Garfunkel, you mentioned.
I mentioned.
Fabulous, unbelievable concert. Also, by the way, these are what some that Maggie and Beth came up with.
They just halted their tour, by the way. Simon and Garfunkel.
They called it
got
off.
Sick.
I know.
Garfunkel.
Although Garfunkel never seemed very happy.
I don't think he's a happy person.
No. And these
People
two
with frizzy hair, as a rule, are not happy.
Well, she has frizzy hair, and she couldn't have been happier.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, she really was unbelievable.
Oh, she was.
Unbelievable.
I'm still humming. Okay. I downloaded every single Carole King and James Taylor song onto my iPod. My iPad is full.
Laverne and Shirley.
Yes.
Ginger Rogers, Fred.
Yeah.
So you did that. Catherine and Spencer.
Yes.
Fabulous.
Thelma and Louise.
Thelma and Louise are on this list.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Redford and Newman, which is kind of an interesting thought. That's Maggie. I think that was very interesting. Because you know what? That Maggie is an interesting thing. Yeah, interesting person. But, you usually think of Paul Newman and Joanne Woodward. But I think that his professional relationship with Robert Redford was also a very interesting way to go.
Almost as memorable, if not
almost as memorable. Ellen and Portia, Will and Grace, Chip and Dale. I think some of these are
we've gone from the ridiculous to the sublime. Yeah. Chip and Dale got it.
Really, I think that's very funny.
That's good to know.
Brangelina. That's an effective. Did you mention
I
it too?
don't know
I'm sorry, I don't listen. I'm so
anything I say. At least this is only about 10 minutes a week where we're on together. If you could just listen for those.
I'm so sorry.
10 minutes.
I told you. If I write it down, I can remember it.
Yes, you are a visual person. No, you are not a visual. What are you?
Yes, I'm a visual person.
And I'm an oral person.
Exactly.
You need to see it and I need to hear
it.
Yes,
we
found that out from a...
Did they have any suggestions?
Yes, as I mentioned earlier. Many of these suggestions came from our fans.
Oh, thank you to our fans. Thank you to our fans, really.
Boy. Well, why don't you do some news of the weekend?
This is another loser couple. To some.
I've learned to like Nicole Richie, though.
Have you?
I've learned to like her. Paris, I don't think I'll ever like. But Nicole, since she's had the baby, she seems to have settled. 2 babies. She seems to have settled down a little bit. I'm back on her.
So
she's on my list. She's on my list.
Oh, and we never mentioned Harvey.
That is an interesting one. Harvey Korman and Tim Conway, for any baby boomer, thinking back to the Carol Burnett show, which was such a fantastic show, when Harvey Korman and Tim Conway would do segments together and
crack each other
Tim would crack Harvey up every time, and then Carol would fall, and one by one, and Vicki Lawrence would go down. I mean, it was just the best television of all.
Yeah, those are some interesting,
great boomer memories.
So we're doing one show. We're combining our shows.
Yes. So one new segment is
squeeze in a little.
You'll have to squeeze.
You'll be happy to hear this, I'm sure. Or not so happy to hear this, but interesting that they even were trying it. Female Viagra.
That makes me happy.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
Oh, that's too bad.
Sorry about that.
Okay, you're right.
Keep at it,
I was happy then sad. Okay.
Please keep at it. And then the plus size revelation.
Revolution?
I'd like to see a revolution, but right now we only have a revelation.
Oh.
And this is from
That Big Women Are Rich.
Yeah, the former model. She's on the warpath, and she's like, "What is wrong with our money?" And that's sort of what baby boomers are saying too. You don't want us. You don't want our money.
You want to make size 4s only? Right. Come on, come over to the size 14. Come over to the dark side, people.
Okay, you want to nominate somebody?
Broad of the week. Needless to say, our girl, Carole King. It's all about Carole. We love you, and you gave us the best time. The best 2.5 hours I've spent in a long time. Certainly better than the 10 minutes we've just spent together, I have to say.
I think they listen to each other. Unfortunately, we don't. So Maggie has said she has improved our she said.
Which hurts Beth, I know. Yeah. Beth's were excellent.
But honestly, I don't like this one. So
okay, Maggie, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
I don't know what Maggie was smoking before she did these. Beer or liquor?
Liquor.
Okay.
That took me a minute. I don't like beer. I don't like liquor, so that worked very well. And on that note, we'll go get a drink. Great to talk with you, everybody, and I guess we'll see you next week.
We hope so. Please. Have a good night.